Effects of video games. Playing video games is sort of like entering another world. All the stress and outside problems just melt away as you sink into the game. It is very common for people with a stressful life to get stuck in a video game. It's all they know that can relieve them from their stress. Although it may relieve them from stress in the world, it can be dangerous. Spending too much time in a game can cause anger problems, health problems, in someone's daily life. So how do video games affect you? Today I'll be going over how they affect your behavior, how they affect your health, and how they affect your social life. Video games have a negative effect on you because playing too many of them will change your mood. When this happens, people tend to get agitated or even end up hurting someone. There have been many studies on people, mostly kids, they have after a period of time, it will alter your attitude or aggressiveness. Usually it doesn't happen after playing an hour, it mostly takes a couple of days. The killing in the game, someone making you mad in the game, you dying in the game, or if you're just bad at the game can be a reason for this. If a kid was to shoot up a school because he played a video game, he most likely was already having issues at home or at school. But the game he had been playing most likely encouraged him, and maybe he should have found a better way to release his anger in the video game. So video games don't only make you aggressive, but can increase your level of aggressiveness that you might already have. In an article by Craig Anderson, he says exposure to violent media can result in violent actions. Also in this article, he talks about how video games can put aggression in the youth's minds, and they start to think it is normal. Heavy media violence consumers tend to view the world as a more hostile place. Most likely, if someone was to play many games, it can turn them into being very aggressive towards people. Although video games have an effect on your attitude, they can affect your health too. On a website called foryourkids.org, they talk about how they can cause premature death. Some of the ways these games are bad due to inactivity, it can cause 90% reduction in heart-healthy enzymes and lipoprotein lipids. Inflammation and metabolic problems caused by long periods of inactivity can also be a problem. Also, can cause type 2 diabetes. This goes along with the heart disease. When you are sitting for a long period of time, there's a fat buildup causing these problems. Just by playing 5 hours more a day on a game or in front of a screen can cause both of those problems. On the website foryourkids.org, the author mentions how there is a chance these video games can cause cancer. So just like in all of the effects it has, the best way to stay away from them is to spend less time on a game. Video games have a major effect on your social life. People try to maintain a job, have a family, and a social life, all while playing the game for 8 hours more a day because they are so addicting. People get isolated in these games. They don't truly see how deep they are getting in them and how they are losing contact with the rest of the world. It is also easier for people to get lost in these games and they won't interact with anyone outside the game, causing a social skill disadvantage. There have been many cases where someone has lost their job and have no money because of people gaming too much. So for them to earn money, they either quit gaming or would sell things online in the game for real money. Of course, that wouldn't get them far, so they would have to give up the game or eventually have it shut off because they can't afford electricity or power. There are also some good. For instance, people can meet online and end up dating. People have even moved in with each other and gotten married. Many people meet their friends on online games and they all play together. Some friends end up moving in together and gaming together. Since online gaming is very big now, people interact with others more often, such as in the documentary Second Skin by Juan Carlos something. When he mentioned the good in the games, that is what he talked about. They can help relieve stress. If someone has a hard, stressful life in a video game, it can be the key to fixing that. Also, the video game can be the key to fixing that. Also, the health problems it can cause doesn't seem as big of an issue. For you to get diabetes or fat buildup, you would have to be eating horribly in the process. By playing a couple hours a day won't cause diabetes. If anything, it might cause some strain in your eyes. Like in the third paragraph, like in my third paragraph, social problems are starting to decrease. People play with each other online. There are more online games where gamers can interact and become friends. Some gamers move in together and get married. Even though those people may find some happiness, such as partner, a group, or friends, that doesn't mean that someone can't suffer from the effects of the games. Finding a friend or partner would actually make it worse because someone would end up playing the game even more than they have before. They would start to develop the anger from the games and start to fight more often. It may even cause breakups or lost friends. That person and their friend or partner would get the same health effects from all the inactivity. Also, they would become socially disabled. They would only know how to talk to each other or the game. Lastly, if someone needed stress relief, a video game would not be an ideal tool. If anything, it would cause more stress because you have to worry about what is happening in the game and your life character in the game. So to say that there are benefits to these games would be a false statement. I think that video games so today we talked about how it affects your behavior, how it affects your health, and how it affects your social life. Thank you.